Listen, man. Let's talk about Keke Palmer, right? And then I'm gonna get up out this motherfucker. We at an hour, right? Let's talk about Keke Palmer. Now, first of all, let me say, I knew Keke had it in her. You know, it's some bitches, you be seeing them bitches, they be built like string beans, and like, I knew this one girl. I stayed on the west side, City Grove, and it was this guy named dude named Elwood. He was cool than a motherfucker. He had a little sister and he had a little cousin. Man, recipes of that nigga Hammer. Yeah, that nigga Hammer I watched Hammer come over there and beat up two niggas, and they called him Hammer because he had the motherfucking hammers, right? Recipes of that nigga Hammer. But his little sister was like that. I ain't gonna say her name, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Everybody know her in Shreveport. You know what I'm talking about. Fine as a motherfucker, but she used to be built like this tripod. And then she had that goddamn baby. Fine than a motherfucker. Salute to her husband. She got a husband and everything. Cool nigga. And but yeah, I knew Keke had it in her. I done seen chicks like that. They had them goddamn babies, and I knew she had it in her, right? Keke was looking good as a motherfucker. She looking good as a motherfucker. She looked like somebody's mama. Looked like somebody's fine ass mama. You know what I'm talking about? You know, these bitches be young as fuck calling themselves MILFs and shit now. Like, when I was growing up, bitch had to be like at least 50 to be a MILF, right? But I guess she a MILF now, right? The bitch fine as a motherfucker, right? She was standing on that stage looking so good up there with that nigga Usher. That shit she had on, she was looking good. Could never be my bitch on no shit like that, right? But her baby daddy came out after that shit, right? And he was talking about he got standards, and yeah, I got standards, and you're a mother now is what you had on and all that shit. Sir, you don't have standards. You got feelings. You don't have standards. You got feelings. Because what you was supposed to did. Story time, right? I never get one time. I was with this chick. I don't even want to say who I was with, you know. But if you know, then you know what I'm talking about. Me and this chick, we was fucking around, and we lived together. But really, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I ain't have shit at the time, right? Cause I seen y'all out here talking about some. Well, he ain't got nothing. He ain't gonna go nowhere. He ain't got nothing, and she the breadwinner and all that shit. That's all bullshit. Check this out. I ain't have shit at the time. I was living with the bitch and her friend. That was their apartment. I was living with them. So all I had was my computer, my studio equipment, and all my clothes can fit in a goddamn trash bag. All my clothes, shoes and everything. My belts, I had two belts. My belt and everything can fit in this one bag. I probably can put the whole studio equipment and all that shit and my clothes in one fucking bag, right? I ain't have shit. So the bitch always used to like to go party and all that shit. And I never went. Only time I went to these parties and shit with this bitch is when I was requested for party accessories. I'll say that. That's the only time I'm going. I can't make no money in that motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't like partying and shit. You know what I'm talking about? But so the bitch went to the party without me. And I got this I had this homegirl back then. We went to school together. We was click tight, you know what I'm saying? Felicia Castro, aka Lil Ruby. Everybody know Lil Ruby. Solid. One of the most solid females I ever met in my life. She ain't never tried to throw me no pussy, no nothing. We was just tight like that, right? So Ruby was at the party. And I'm at the house. I'm working on my website, still doing the shit that I do now. I'm building the shit that I got going now, right? This way back then. I'm like 20, 21, right? So I get a Facebook message. I get a Facebook message, and it's Ruby, and she say, "Hey man, your bitch in here sitting in another nigga lap." So I knew Ruby didn't like that bitch. I knew Ruby didn't like that bitch, right? So I was like, man, that's cap, man. Get out of here. She sent me a picture of the bitch sitting in a nigga lap. I said, oh. I text her back. I say, bet. I message her back. I say, bet. I immediately cut the computer off. Start unpacking shit. You know what I'm saying? I called this other little bitch at the time. It was this older bitch. She was like 30. And she was just dying to suck a nigga dick. Me and the bitch used to have breakups and shit. Now I go fuck this bitch. Fuck the shit out of her. One time I spent whole 3 months at her house. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Young nigga not having nothing but some dick and some motherfucking potential. You know what I'm talking about? Check this out. So I called this bitch. I say, yeah, man, I got some shit going on. I need you to come pick me up. I ain't got shit. Like y'all say, cuz ain't got shit. I ain't had shit. But check this out. I had my manhood and my dignity though. You know what I'm talking about? I had my integrity though. Had my manhood. You feel me? Nah, bitch. This all I got. You can't take this too. Listen. So check this out. I called the bitch. I say, listen, I need you to come pick me up. Okay. Yeah, it was no problems. Okay. So I had to wait on her to come, right? So I'm packing my shit up. Before I can leave, the bitch come in the house. And she like, what you doing? What you got going? Where you going? I say, man, get the fuck out my face. Get up out of here. I ain't arguing with no bitch. We ain't doing none of that. You know what you did. You don't think I know, but you know what you did. You know what I mean? Think about it. You go in there and think about it. So nigga, this bitch get to grabbing a nigga. You ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. No. Grabbing on me and shit. I say, who? The fuck out my way. That's how serious I am, right? Who? The fuck out my way, bitch. Is you kidnapping me? Sound like you're kidnapping me. Remember that time you called the police and told them my name wasn't on the lease? Well, sound like you're kidnapping me. Pulled a knife out on the bitch. Get the fuck out my way, bitch. That bitch watched me pack my shit and put all my shit in another bitch car. And we burnt the fuck out. That nigga went straight to social media talking about some, yeah, I got standards and No. Let me tell you what would have happened if Keke was fucking with Tita fucking man. I ain't going to no social media. When she get home, she going live. She going to social media. Let me tell you something. That bitch would have pulled up to that house. The porch lights would have been off. All the lights would have been off. Security cameras. It'd have been so motherfucking dark at the house when she pulled up. She'd have called the police and told them motherfucker it got to be an alien invasion or the feds and raided this bitch. Somebody, it'd have been a robbery. You know what I'm talking about? Something. I pulled up to the house and it just don't look right. I'm scared to go in there. Everything would have been off in that motherfucker. Police would have went in there. Ride with me. Police would have went in there and came outside like, baby, ain't nobody in there. Them people would have came outside like, oh, you good? Ain't nobody in there. That bitch would have came in that house, turned them fucking lights on. You know the motherfucking magnet letters that be on the refrigerator? The motherfucking magnet letters would have spelled out, call your mama. She'd have looked on the counter. There'd have been a sticky note on the goddamn counter. That motherfucker would have said, your mama got the baby. Nigga, who? Me? Listen, your mama got the baby. Call your mama, and you know it's late. You need to hurry up and call her, cause shit, I done woke up out of goddamn sleep and then drop that goddamn baby off. I wouldn't have been in that motherfucker. That bitch would have got home and bitch, me and the baby would have been gone. Call your mama. Your mama got the baby. That bitch would have got on live. See, we let the bitch go to social media. The bitch would have went to social media. That bitch would have came in there and realized what was going on. That bitch would have been on the live. You see how these niggas do us? Look at how these niggas do us. Yeah. You already got these people already out here talking about, oh, he ain't got nothing. She the breadwinner. Guess what I do got? My motherfucking manhood, bitch. You dealing with a motherfucking man. I'm out of here, bitch. I go sleep under a motherfucking bridge before you play with me like that, bitch. Been there, done that. And I ain't even have no kekepalmer. Man, that bitch Keke would have came home. I'd have been and took one of the foreigns. Man, listen. But yeah, man, I'm saying this. A lot of you niggas don't have no standards. You got feelings and you got the internet. You go to the internet. Well, I got standards and woo. If that was the case, you wouldn't have had to say the motherfucking thing, nigga. The bitch would have already known not to even play them type of games with you. And even if she would have known, bitch gonna be a bitch. Bitch gonna do some shit anyway. We already know that. Bitch gonna do some shit anyway. Right? But man, that bitch would have came home, man. The bitch would have been scared to go get out the car. She'd have called the police. Something just don't look right at my house. They came outside, baby. Ain't nobody in there. The TV ain't on. We ain't hear no Coco Melon. Whoever it was even cleaned up the house. The house clean like a mother. Ain't no toys on the floor. That motherfucking sticky note would have said, call your mama. She got the baby. Mama would have cussed up motherfucking ass out. What's going on? Yeah, you got me fucked up, bitch. Nigga talking about some motherfucking standards. No, you don't. No, you don't. Cause you'd have left that bitch. You'd have showed that bitch immediately. Listen, ho, don't none of this shit here mean nothing. I send this out to the ghetto. Oh, you think cause you bought a pimp the new J's? You think you bitch, you was supposed to do that, all this shit. All this shit about me. The fuck you talking about? And for anybody that's wondering, man, where can I get one of those shirts? You can't get one of these, bitch. This mine. It's exclusive. I don't sell these. This for me. Yeah. Ooh, I never been this faded before. I drink and smoke all by myself. I'm antisocial, nigga. Ooh, I never had a hoe that fucked me before. Like this little hoe, I think I'll keep her to myself, my nigga. Ooh, my nigga call me with the drill for the low. I need to go and get that bread and call that bow, my nigga. Ooh, I know you never heard this shit here before. It's all new ladies that tear fucking my language. Stop trying to figure out my angles and mine. Fake friends, learn yet I hurt you. Now I'm all about mine.